Hi YouTube, it's Kathy, Happy Bookmas. This is my Holiday Adventure-a-thon TBR. If you were with me for the Spooktacular readathon, this is very similar, but obviously holiday themed. That being said, I think there's like one holiday related book on my TBR. From the title of this video, you can tell that I am on Team Elf. Go Team Elf. We're small but we're mighty, and we've got a great work ethic. This readathon is hosted by Jasmine over at Novel Thoughts, as well as a few other guest hosts for the House Cup. And it's taking place between December 13th and 24th. Just like the Spooktacular readathon, Jasmine has put together this beautiful map, which I'll show you here. The rules are you go from the bottom of the map to the top of the map, and every time you get to a signpost, it's a prompt. I think the map is absolutely adorable, but I always double check the guidelines that she's posted in this grid format. This really helps me figure out exactly what the challenges are and helps me figure out which path I'm going to take. Which is exactly what you're here for. What path am I going to take to get to Team Elf? The first challenge is the same for everyone, and it's read a book you were given as a gift. For this, I'll be reading Girl Reading by Katie Ward. A friend of mine moved away a year and a half ago now. It doesn't feel like that long, but it also sort of feels like that long, and gifted me this book because, you know, books. Me. I believe she also said she enjoyed it and she would think that I would enjoy it as well, but books. Me. I actually don't know anything further about this book, but I am excited to get into it. My second challenge is to read a book with red on the cover, and for that I've picked Magic Misfits by Neil Patrick Harris. That's right. NPH is now writing kids books about magicians, and I'm super excited. I'm also super hoping that my copy gets to the library and then gets to me on time for the readathon. If that doesn't happen, I'm sure I can find another book with a red cover. It's kind of a popular color, but I'm really hoping for this book because it seems like it's going to be great and it's the first in the series. I'm very excited to read. My third challenge is a fairy tale retelling, and for that I will be reading Ash by Melinda Lowe. I believe this is a Cinderella retelling, and it's queer, and I'm here for it. This is actually the first Melinda Lowe book I had ever heard of, and for some reason it will be the third one I actually read. It's been on my very long list of things to read basically all year. The next challenge is to read a book while eating a festive item, and because I don't want to be eating for too long, because too much of a good thing is too much of a good thing, I picked a very short one for this, and it's The Murders of Molly Seaborn by Tate Thompson. The premise of this book is every time the main character, Molly Seaborn, bleeds, a new murderous Molly Seaborn is born. So, you know, at least once a month. My next challenge is to read something you bought because of the cover, and in my case, I borrowed it because of the cover because it's beautiful. Words in Deep Blue by Kath Crawley. I literally know nothing about this. I assume based on the cover that it's going to have a love story and it's going to do with books. My sixth challenge, and possibly my only holiday-related book, is to read a book with holiday in the title, and for that I've picked Holidays on Ice by David Sedaris. I've read, I think, one of his short story collections before, and he's a weird dude. He does, however, get a plus in my books because I recently saw him as a guest judge on RuPaul's Drag Race, and I love that show. And the final book on the pathway to becoming an elf is to read a fantasy book. For that, I have picked Rosemary and Rue by Shauna Maguire. This is the first in the October Day series, and I read the first couple of pages while I was at the library the other day, and it seemed really awesome, so I'm excited for this detective fantasy magic extravaganza. And there you have it, there is my TBR. Hopefully all of my holds come in from the library on time. I actually only have 3 of these books in my possession as of recording this video, so if you've read any of these books, let me know about it down in the comments below. On the way down to the comments, if you hit that subscribe button, that would be very nice of you. You can like and share this as you see fit, and I will see you tomorrow for more Bookmas. Bye! Filming videos when you have a roommate in a bachelor suite is hard.